Matrix Steampunk is currently one of the rarest auras in Souls RNG. Well, not the rarest, it's pretty rare with like less than 600 people having it. And guess what? I'm about to have 2 accounts with this aura. Because if I open my inventory, I have the final Matrix in my main account's inventory to craft it there. So in this video, I'm going to be flex bagging people with 2 Matrix Steampunk auras on 2 accounts. And well, like you guys know, one of the accounts is a lot better than the other. It's not the one you might think. So honestly, yeah, we already have an Eden in the server, which isn't a good sign. And there's definitely not that many people with it. But anyway, we might as well just first thing craft myself a Matrix Steampunk. And I've already done this before. Second time I get to relive this. As you can see, everything's filled in. Honestly, all that I really have to do is just put 1 Matrix in. But for that, I have something that is technically this account's best aura, even though I can't really count it because it's not on display. But honestly, yeah, people are just gonna randomly crash out in chat because of the Matrix Steampunk. But yeah, we might as well do it, and also have a good look at like the crazy effects and stuff that are meant to happen. And yeah, there we go. We have Matrix Steampunk on my main account. Now we finally have a Matrix Steampunk, which means that I have every Matrix on this account except Reality. Just like my alt account has every Matrix except Overdrive for some reason, which is pretty weird, honestly. But now at least I can morph both my characters, and I guess using like 2 Matrix Steampunks at once. Wow, I've never been able to do this before, especially with such a crazy aura, having it on 2 accounts. If we got enough Matrix Steampunks, we'd be able to make like a jigsaw out of this. But anyway, right before we actually do get into the flex battles, I'll also be popping like 5 heavenly potions, so watch until the end for that. One of them just being ultimate max luck with a godlike heavenly amount. I do want to ask you guys to please subscribe, because starting from this video, I'm going to be giving a random commenter any game pass of their choice. Yes, I actually mean it. 100% mean it. So I really asked you guys here, since the winner of this giveaway will be announced in the next video, please put your notification on and like the video, as well as subscribing, to make sure that you're notified when that next video comes out and see if you're the winner. And yeah, if you comment here, you're probably more likely to win. So just please hit those buttons because it's a free game pass. Like, why wouldn't you want a potentially free game pass? Winner will be announced in the next video, and the video after that I might put a quick video on screen if they end up redeeming it. And anyway, that's all. Let's get into flex battling slowly, because yeah, we have a lot of flex battling to do. And honestly, yeah, I haven't been in a server with 2 accounts at the same time in a really long time, because honestly I've forgotten about my alts and Blazing Sun just happened. Which means that honestly, just to start the video off strong, we might as well pop a single heavenly potion. So honestly, let's just press on this and pop. And honestly, I really don't expect that much from these heavenlies because, well, it's my luck, and this is the main account after all, so okay, honestly, getting good stuff will not happen. But anyway, let's get into the flex battling, because we don't really have much to do. So after every flex battle or something, I will be popping a heavenly. So let's see. Ray goes first. Let's ask main or alt, because that's literally what I do every single time when I do flex battles with 2 accounts. Alright, well, I guess he picked the easy win, which is nice. So my face cam will be turned off because of the fact that I kind of have to, well, look at my second monitor where there is my main account with an inventory. So let's go. We need to ask the start of Chromatic Genesis. Let's get the onslaught starting. So Chromatic Genesis, here we go. And honestly, okay, I just got jump scared by a cutscene. I don't need you here. So let's move on to Radiant, which I currently have on this account, like 17 of them, I think. Overtures have like a strong 8. Then we move on to 5 Symphonies with 10 impeached, one being literally at roll 70 million. You should check out that video, by the way. And straight away, he moves on to Legendarium, which isn't a good sign. That means he's probably low rolls. So let's just keep on going through this. He immediately moves on to Bloodlust, which I can just go on to Bloodlust in history. Orchestra then, which isn't laggy anymore, which is nice to see. And move on to stuff like Apostolos. Then we can move on to Unknown, which I'm not sure if he has. Wow, he's immediately on Ruins, which, wait, I skipped so many. Let's move on to Over. Okay, he's already on Reality. I can just skip past Steampunk. Elude, which is like 1 in 5 million. Then Prologue, which is like 1 in 6 million, which is actually higher than that. And sadly, we are already kind of getting to the end here. He has Reality. And wait, Okay, nah, he's definitely... No way. Okay, I am so surprised right now that I actually won. He had, with all that, 12.4 million rolls. I'm not gonna lie, that's not the best inventory for that many rolls. So let's move on to the next person. All right, Insurgents is next. And let's pop our next Heavenly because we are popping here. So let's see, what can we get with one more Heavenly potion and a lot of megaphones surrounding my account? I should probably pop again. And we got... Wait. Okay, this is just a save here. I got baited for no reason. But... yeah, let's just get this kind of bad aura. He already has Eden equipped, which means I can't really flex battle him because he kind of spoiled everything, but that's actually him. Alright, we have a Stella person, which probably is more cooking, so let's see. Main or alts? Which, if everyone just picks the main account, that's kind of different because everyone just picked my alt account in past videos. Principal. Alright, I think it meant main, that the auto translate said that. But yeah, hopefully we just don't get main continuously picked because that won't be a very good thing. And we already have so the crippling oppression. Yeah, this flex battle is kind of scuffed already, but I guess we could just keep on going through these auras here. Even though, honestly, making these flex battle videos, even though the last one I made was like maybe 10 or 15 million rolls ago, not much has changed, which is kind of an issue because I can't really make good content if I don't get new bests, and I'm not getting new bests for no reason at all. There's absolutely no reason for me to be cooked, but I still just am. I think there's something hard-coded into the game forcing that to happen, I guess. But I'm kind of forced to complain. I know, like every single video I make, I talk about me being cooked. But honestly, if you were as cooked as me, 71.7 million rolls with Sovereign as the best, you'd probably just be doing the same. But yeah, you're just looking at these flex battles. I honestly feel like if I were to live stream, it'd probably be better to do them on stream. But honestly, yeah, we're just still going. We have a Remembrance, of course, new aura, and we immediately get to moving on to Ruins. I'm kind of on autopilot right now, but alright, Overdrive, my best for like 50 million rolls before Sovereign, which, yeah, oh no. Well, one wither just immediately laps my main, I guess. So I'll just move on to the, well, stars, and this is quite embarrassing. And the Luminosity, that's a complete drop kick of my main. We might as well move on to the rest of the auras, even though there's not much point. But yeah, honestly, Luminosity's been out since like a couple of months, and this account still doesn't have it yet, which kind of concerning. All right, let's get the next person, which hopefully hasn't shown their best yet, because that would kind of suck. All right, we have a Gamer Look Is Real, which, yeah, he has the winning smile, which means that he's probably winning. And oh, finally we have something that is an alt account. Alright, so this time I actually have a slight chance, unless the guy has something even crazier. So let's just switch to Chromatic Genesis. And how many does my alt have? 8, 16. It has like 25 radiants, and most of them were from Glitch Biome as well, because I popped a lot on this account. But yeah, we have a lot of symphonies. We have like 7 of them. We have 11 in Peach, 3 Arcade Rolls, which is more than my main, by the way, 1 Legendarium, less than on my main. Then we have Exotic Void. Then we just have the History of Bloodlust, which I have a lot of on both accounts. Then we have an Atlas. He doesn't seem to have Atlas or Orchestra. We'll just switch to Gargantua already, which got a glow up since the last time I flex battled. Postulos, Remembrance. I actually haven't been in limbo on my alt because I've kind of ignored it for a while, even though it has more look than my main. Then Ruins, which I have 2 of. You go out to Steampunk, which doesn't really count in flex battles. Alright, Reality, which is quite sick. He has 1 too. Now we're going to switch to Sovereign, which is where my main would end. But this time we don't have 1 Ruins Wither, which I haven't showed. We have 2 Ruins Wither. Then we have an Aegis, and then we have a Pixelation, and yeah, this is kind of where it stops, except I have special auras. Now, honestly, if we were counting 3 Luminosity, so let's just move through all my, I feel like he kind of wins with 3 Luminosities, like, I mean, 2 Oppressions is something, but honestly, I'm still kind of confused. Let's ask chat if 3 Lumis win against 2 Oppressions. Everyone just immediately knows that Oppression's better than Luminosity, even though Oppression's literally limited to all of those that snipe Glitch Biome and have a lot of heavenlies. Well, Luminosity, anyone could get it, basically. Alright, we have another person, Noah, which probably has something good because I've already revealed all my auras, but the main account's back on the chopping board again. Let's pop another heavenly. We're at a pretty nice amount here, but honestly, let's pop again. But we'll pop them beside a couple of Edens because I think Eden look might be real. Yeah, Eden does not give you look, just gives you a limbo aura. that is also available in the overworld. But when you get in the overworld, it really sucks. It's undefined. Yeah, let's just set up my main account and let it get cooked. Give it a genesis of death and just let it be destroyed. It's honestly kind of sad what I'm doing to my main account. I'm basically publicly shaming it as soon as I just send it into these flex battles, even though it's in no way of going to a flex battle. It's like if he turned up at a racetrack with like a go-kart. That's how bad it is. Atlas, Abyssal already. These go so fast in the low rolls, especially as you always see same auras, which kind of makes this all a bit boring. But yeah, if we just keep on going to get... Okay, this person has like all of the auras that I already have. Oh my god, a jester spawns. Really? I can't really pass that up. Okay, there's literally nothing at the jester. It's pretty terrible. Well, I think this flex battle is a little bit broken, but just keep on moving, I guess. So let's just move through this. Let's go to Elite, which is an FPS destroyer if you have it out long enough. Then we go on to Prologue, and then we go on to my best aura sovereign. And then we have a pixelation, which, yeah, that's pretty nice look, and the luminosity. Okay, every single person I'm flex battling is just so good. And then even a glitch to sprinkle on top, and a memory too, and then an oblivion. Okay, never mind, there's no oblivions. Kind of an... And then we have the classic, give them the false hope of it being a light mid-loss and then just a complete violation. Yeah, honestly, this is really hurting. This ulti, why did I just... That was uncooked, guys. I just teleported. I am speechless. My main account is so ashamed it won't even update its movement anymore. I'd say before we go on to another few flex battles, let's pop another heavenly. Wait, we're not even rolling, honestly. We just have to pop. Let's just roll. And I feel like even if I spend infinite heavenly potions, none of them will give me a cutscene without a star, or at least to a star that's pixelated. Origin. Alright, let's keep on going. And if my main account keeps on just being bullied, this is just sad. This is genuinely just bullying in its highest form. And we got another main choosing. This is just sad. Everyone already knows what its best is, and they keep on choosing it. And I just got another pointless star. And oh my god, this stupid sandstorm responded completely ruined the sound. And if it just moves my account, I'm genuinely just gonna use biome randomizer, because so it gets to the point that these sandworms just get annoying. And while I have this boss music blaring in my ears, which you guys won't hear because I'll just cut it out, we go to Overture history. Yeah, if this was a battle of how many auras I have, my main would at least have a small chance. But when it's just best aura, you guys can see why I don't do that many flex battle videos. Let's move on to Gargantua, Postulos, Elude, Remembrance, Ruins, Overdrive, Steampunk, Elude, Prologue. I can't really do anything more after Reality, and after Sovereign, the flex battles ended. This person has a Wither, an Aegis, which is kind of like my ult, and then a Dream Space, which for some reason my main did not get all of its time in Limbo. And yeah, that was actually a bit less than I expected. But then we have an Eden, and we even have an Apostolos Vial. Okay, with this boss music, it just makes it even sadder. I mean, if we have limited, I might as well just whoop out Shard Surfer, which is less good. All right, looks like we can't really choose it, so I'm going to pick a random aura in my head that I don't have on my main, or anything above Sovereign. So, and whoever gets it first will win. So let's just immediately say Luminosity. Alright, I said Luminosity, which this person has successfully chosen. And this guy might look like an Xbox player, but that won't change anything. Oh wait, this guy actually already battled my account, which means I am going to choose someone else. And finally the boss music can stop. Let me think. What aura do I choose? Something not that obvious. We'll go with Runes Withered. Alright, we have a person, which is like the 5 first letters of my keyboard. Guessed correctly, Runes Withered. Let's see, main or alts. Which one does he get to flame today? Every single flex battle except one has been my main. Well, I guess you guys know the drill. Let's start with Chromatic Genesis again. Alright, let's go on to Radiant, Overture again, on my Symphonies. If this was back in the old days where dupes weren't that common, I'd just be able to spam equip them. I'd be doing that, but I have so many dupes that honestly it's not worth it equipping every aura, because that'll literally take the entire video to do. And we're going through all of the basic auras, and we're still going. He doesn't seem to have a Steampunk, not that many Limbo Globals, but sadly we are already on the chopping block on Sovereign. Let's see, what does he have? He has a Luminosity. That was pretty fast, honestly. And yeah, that was literally so fast. Like I I think it's time. Before I pop my super ultimate Oblivion potion like Heavenly without the special auras, I'm going to be popping one potion on my alts because I have to give it some love. And wait, I don't have anything. 10 rares to start off. Can I get a Heavenly potion or anything better that I'll pop? Because any... Okay, that was fast. But I'll just pop all of these. However many Heavenlies I get, I'll pop. And alright, we just got another Heavenly. That's pretty good to see. At least we get to have some outlook flexing. Alright, another 10 uncommons, which are a little bit worse. So I gotta expect less. Okay, yup, I definitely am expecting less already. Alright, that's 2 Heavenly... No, wait. 3 Heavenlies that I'll be popping on my alt account. Just to show you guys how OP it is when it comes to luck. That is already an ethereal. First Heavenly. Well, my main, when it popped its first, it got a Star Squad, which wasn't that bad, but this is just better. This is just unfunny how much my alt account's cooking here. Let's go to the quest board, which I kind of forced my alt account to do, but hopefully we can get some luck from it. Okay, never mind. That's a Zeus, which really sucks. Zeus sucks. I have so many Zeuses in my inventory that my inventory is now full. Final Heavenly time for the alt account. Hopefully we can cook. Yeah, you guys already know that aura sucks. So let's move on to the ultimate popping Heavenly potion thing, I guess. Which is 1 Heavenly potion, 1 godlike, 1 potion of bounds, and that's it. We have a holy trinity of max luck potions, which I guess we can try use to cook. And honestly, I have no idea how long this video is going to be, but I'm not going to be surprised if it's really long. Let's go, like, over here and pop on this weird rock thing that I've barely thought of existence. This is the first time I've actually went on this rock ever in my Souls RNG career. Okay, that's like exotic void, I think. I guess at least flex that on people, I guess. So I guess the shape looks real. If my main account gets shamed enough, it will cook to an extent, because all that got me was an exotic void. That was not pixelation, which could have done some good fixing to my account's look. That was not even Runes Withered, but honestly, I'll take it. So anyway, let's drop into the ocean and ask you guys to please like, subscribe for actually good luck and to not end up like the laughing stock of the Souls RNG community like my main account is. And also remember to comment below what game pass you want, because I'll be giving that to one lucky guy. And well, goodbye.